We have some big news coming out of Washington on the criminal justice front. President Obama is commuting the prison sentences of 95 nonviolent drug offenders. So this is on top of the 46 others that he did recently, which we covered on the show. And 40 of these people in this round were serving life for nonviolent offenses, and some of them even for marijuana charges. Which is, unthinkable. That's such a horrific set of circumstances that it's hard to not conclude that the state were terrorists in this case. You're going to lock somebody in a cage forever for something related to weed. Like, okay, if it's violent, I got you. No violence. This isn't violent. You're going to lock somebody in a cage for life because of weed. That's insanity, man. You have any idea? All of us. What percentage of my audience has tried weed? 90%? All of us. Wait, can you imagine you in jail forever because you smoked weed? What a horrendous injustice that would be. That's unbelievable. It's amazing that people, we talk about it, and society is starting to talk about it. It's amazing we don't only talk about this. This should lead the news every night. Breaking! People are locked up in cages because they acted like free adults who can make their own decisions. It's like locking somebody in life because they had a few Coronas. Locking somebody in life. Locking somebody in jail for life because they had a few Coronas. It's beyond fucked up. So now Obama's granted 184 total commutations. That's 67 more than the last 4 presidents combined. So he's starting to go down this path, man. And he's received nearly 19,000 applications, and he's rejected about 7,000 of them. Now, I give Obama a lot of credit for what he did here. And there are going to be cynics who say, well, he should have done more. That's me. I'm also that cynic, too. So, do I believe that Obama should do this executive order where he pardons or commutes the sentences of all nonviolent drug offenders? Yes, I do believe that. But, how am I going to evaluate his actions on this front? Am I holding him to the highest standard of, what I would do if I was in office, which is that? Or is it fair to say, look, if you compare him to virtually anybody else on this topic, he's just better. He's just made tremendous gains on this front. So what's the real answer? You got to be realistic about it. We're optimistic. We're idealistic in the sense that we want to release everybody who's a nonviolent drug offender. Maybe that doesn't happen in real life. It should happen in real life, but given the facts of reality, you got to give him at least a B for his efforts here so far. And who knows, man? Give him a little more time. Maybe he'll release more. He'll commute more sentences, pardon more sentences. But all I have to say to Obama is, you wanted to build a legacy, right? You're always concerned about your legacy. One of those legacy building things where immediately people might say, I can't believe he's doing this. But in the long run, the history books will view you positively, is if you do the thing that I just said, which is release all the nonviolent drug offenders and change the federal laws on this. I know it's hard. You got to work through Congress on that particular issue, on getting the laws changed. But he does have it within his power and his authority to just do a blanket commutation or pardon for all the nonviolent drug offenders. I would do it. You want to build a legacy? There you go, man. That goes above Obamacare on the priority list if you do that. Again, I don't think he's going to do that, but he's done a good job so far. Give him more time. Maybe he'll release more and more. Bottom line, the more the better.